Welcome. Before we begin, we ask that you please silence your cell phones and other electronic devices. Please be reminded that the aisles must remain clear throughout the ceremony. Photographs may only be taken from your seat. Thank you. If able, please stand for the faculty and the President's platform party. Everyone please remain standing for the national anthem, performed by Malika Dews, Master of Public Health Candidate, Class of 2024.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Now that sounds like a commencement. I was worried you weren't going to applaud the whole time. Please be seated. President Riley, I hereby declare this 164th annual commencement of the College of Medicine, 57th annual commencement for the School of Graduate Studies, and 15th annual commencement for the School of Public Health of the State University of New York, Downstate Health Sciences University, and its predecessor institutions, the Long Island College of Medicine and the Collegiate Division of the Long Island College Hospital, in session. President Wayne J. Riley.
Good afternoon. Honored guests, distinguished members of the Downstate faculty, families, friends, and of course our graduates, the class of 2024. Graduates, your hard work has paid off, allowing you to reach this critical point in your development. You have earned the respect of the faculty and your colleagues at Downstate along the way. Graduates, this is your day, and we are all proud to celebrate with you and your loved ones here today and those participating virtually around the world. Many of you began your Downstate journey during the depths of the COVID-19 pandemic. You have shown perseverance and grit, and you will forever be Downstate strong. Now, today is the beginning of a new journey in your lives that will be equally, if not more challenging than the road to this point. Now, roads will be winding, rough, narrow, crowded, and at times straight. So your accomplishments could not have been possible alone. The support and encouragement of your loved ones has no doubt played a major part and contributed to your successes. So I would first like to recognize your parents, your grandparents, your parental figures, your children, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, your play cousins, your brothers from another mother, and sisters from another mister. Thank them for getting you here to today. So graduates, please rise and thank all those wonderful people who have been supporting you. Now, we thank all of you for answering the many calls of support and encouragement that you gave to your graduate. And as a father of two young women, I know that means occasionally Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, or those little envelopes sometimes, your grandmother gives you with a little money inside. In other places, it's Western Union and MoneyGram. So I know on behalf of the graduates, they truly appreciate that support as well. Now, graduates, you wouldn't be here today had it not been for our distinguished faculty. And as I say all the time, I have the most wonderful faculty colleagues in the country here at Downstate Health Sciences University. This faculty deserves tremendous recognition for their roles in ensuring our graduates' successful matriculation. So allow me to offer a special thank you to each member of the Downstate faculty for ushering our graduates to this point, and again, ask that the graduating class offer their sincere gratitude for their support. Graduates, salute your faculty. Now, class of 2024, I know that you will continue to accomplish great things in life and in your careers. The demand for bright, caring, dedicated, compassionate, and well-trained health professionals, biomedical scientists, and researchers such as yourselves continues to outpace supply. The demand for bright, caring, and compassionate physicians has never been stronger. There will always be a place for biomedical scientists in academia, industry, and government, and advances in biotechnology and biotherapeutics are creating extraordinary opportunities for skilled scientists to serve and contribute to the public health and healthcare. Healthcare administrative positions and administrators who can guide strategies, programs, policies are essential to improving the health of populations, both in this country and globally. You too are vital frontline workers who ensure that the health and safety of populations is accomplished. Now, there are many employers seeking your superb skills. Downstate training, locally, regionally, and nationally has made a difference in your attractiveness. Although we are already very proud of you, we expect all of you to make your families, yourselves, and your alma mater proud. Members of the class of 2024, you have been well prepared to meet the challenges ahead. Everyone here wishes you well today and throughout your illustrious careers. Congratulations.
The Dean of the College of Medicine, Dr. F. Charles Brunicardi.
Thank you. I am so happy to be here today with all of you. So good afternoon to all our honored and distinguished guests, President Riley, Dr. Putman, to our faculty, and of course, to the members of the class of 2024. You are the 164th class to graduate from the College of Medicine, the 57th class from the School of Graduate Studies, and the 15th class of the School of Public Health to graduate from Downstate, and we are so very proud of you. It is my pleasure to be with all of you to celebrate this joyous occasion for our graduates in the College of Medicine, the School of Graduate Studies, and the School of Public Health. Today celebrates your achievement and marks a new beginning, the start of a new chapter along your chosen path. It's not an exaggeration to say that the world needs you and your individual contributions now more than ever. Today in our world, there are more people are living longer, and we recognize more comorbidities. There are newly identified health challenges, and life is indeed much more complex. No matter your chosen field or specialty, working to ensure the health of others is arguably one of the most important and rewarding careers in the world. You are smart, you have the best preparation, You have well-developed skills and instincts. You understand cultural differences. You have a sound ethical foundation, and you have a passion. Each one of you is prepared to be a leader in life and in your chosen fields. I urge you to go out into the world and use your talents and education you gained at SUNY Downstate to commit yourself to your chosen professions, that of a doctor, researcher, or public health professional. Now, I am reminded that no one can complete what each of you graduates has achieved without the support and encouragement of others, many of whom are here today. This includes your families, your loved ones, who are both here with us today in person, and those who are joining us virtually, and the faculty and staff of Downstate. We thank you all for supporting our students so that they could reach this special day today. To all of our graduates, we're so proud of you, and we wish you much success in your career. Congratulations.
Mr. Timothy D. Morello, member of the graduating class of the College of Medicine and the School of Graduate Studies.
Welcome, faculty, families, friends, and fellow graduates to the 2024 SUNY Downstate Commencement. Today's commencement is a celebration of each and every person here, the graduating students who spent countless hours studying and working on their projects, the faculty who dedicated their time to offering modern approaches to teaching complex material, and the friends and family who supported us in our journey. Through our ups and our downs, each of you has been here for us, and we owe a great deal of our success to you. We each started this journey at different times, not only different in years, but in different points in our lives. Some of us came here right out of college, and others with spouses and children already in tow. Some of us weren't sure exactly what path we were going to pursue once in graduate school, and others came in with a concrete plan from the start. I, for one, fell more into the not-so-sure camp. My journey to Downstate started 9 years ago. Yes, you heard that correctly, 9. I've been here so long, I'm actually graduating with a different generation than I started with. I joined the Downstate community as a student in the College of Medicine way back in 2015. After a few months, I decided to apply for the MD-PhD program, thus committing myself to being at Downstate for a few more years than I had originally expected. The shock on people's faces when I tell them how long I've been a student never gets old. But all that time at Downstate gave me the chance to get to know more outstanding individuals than I could have ever thought. Like when I was struggling in my own journey to pick a research or a clinical direction, I was fortunate to meet with so many individuals who were willing to take time out of their day to talk to me about the things that I thought was interesting and how to make a decision based on that. Faculty, students, and staff alike were always sharing their wisdom and creating an environment of collegiality that I am so grateful for. When I rejoined the medical school as a third-year medical student after finishing my PhD, I was a little nervous because I was rejoining a group of students who were already deeply bonded, and I felt like an outsider. I was unsure how I would fit in with this new class and make friends, especially during one of the most intense parts of medical school. But month after month, I continued to meet more and more people who were welcoming, friendly, and just as excited about growing their skill sets as I was. And this was true in student activities outside of medical and graduate school, where I found the exact same thing across the campus. Passionate students, excited to share their wisdom, welcome to new perspectives, and wanting to grow together in our careers. As we all continue on our journeys, I hope that we can take the experiences from our time at Downstate and continue to support each other as well as those who come next. While we may not have started together, we are forever joined by today's commencement and our connection as students and, at the end of this ceremony, alumni of SUNY Downstate. Congratulations again to all the graduates here today from the School of Public Health, the School of Graduate Studies, and the College of Medicine, and thank you again to everyone who has been a part of our journeys so far.
President Riley. It is with great pleasure that I ask Dr. Samuel Waxman to please step forward to receive the honorary degree, Doctor of Science.
Samuel Waxman, distinguished alumnus, researcher, philanthropist. You are a 1963 summa cum laude graduate of Downstate's College of Medicine. A brilliant scientist, a distinguished philanthropist, and the Zena and Michael A. Wiener Professor of Medicine and Distinguished Service Professor of Oncological Sciences Emeritus at Mount Sinai Medical Center here in New York. You have profoundly advanced our understanding of how cancer cells grow, develop, and metastasize. You are nationally and internationally recognized for pioneering effective cancer therapies, significantly enhancing the quality of life for countless patients. Among your many groundbreaking achievements, you developed an effective therapy for a rare type of cancer, acute promyelocytic leukemia, a disease once in most 100% fatal. Today, based on your impressive research, those afflicted enjoy a survival rate of 95%. With a steadfast belief that collaboration is the catalyst for faster cures, you established the Samuel Waxman Cancer Research Foundation in 1976 to bridge the gap between the bench and bedside. Through your foundation, you have mobilized more than $100 million for cancer research, supporting the work of more than 200 scientists worldwide. You also established the Institute Without Walls, uniting over 60 eminent scientists in a shared mission to eradicate cancer. Your most recent initiative, the International Network for Aging in Cancer Research, addresses the unique challenges of older populations. For over 3 decades, you have served as a superb teacher, mentor, and colleague at Mount Sinai. Internationally, you serve as a professor consultant at China's Shanghai Jingshan University and have been honored with China's Friendship Award, the highest accolade granted to a foreign national. You are also a proud recipient of the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, a prestigious congressional award recognizing individuals who have made it their mission to share with those less fortunate their wealth of knowledge, indomitable courage, boundless compassion, unique talents, and selfless generosity. They do so while acknowledging their debt to their ethnic heritage as they uphold the ideals and spirit of America. Today, it is our great honor to recognize you for also embodying the values and spirit that define SUNY Downstate. Therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I confer upon you the degree, Doctor of Science honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
It is with great pleasure that I ask Dr. M. Roy Wilson to please step forward to receive the honorary degree, Doctor of Science.
Leader, scholar, change agent. Maceo Roy Wilson, you are a distinguished leader in higher education, academic medicine, and ophthalmology, passionately dedicated to health equity. You have worked tirelessly to ensure educational opportunities for minority and disadvantaged students. A graduate of Allegheny College, Harvard Medical School, and the University of California, Los Angeles, you have held leadership positions at 4 academic medical centers and 2 higher education institutions. Most recently, you served as the 12th president of Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, where after a decade of service, you now serve as president emeritus and distinguished professor of ophthalmology. At Wayne State, you were simply transformational. Overall graduation rates soared, achieving a remarkable 21-point increase in just 5 years, with a tripling in the graduation rate of Black students. Simultaneously, Wayne State's impressive research portfolio doubled, and you strengthened the university's engagement with the civic community and leadership of Detroit and the state of Michigan. Your emphasis on holistic student and academic support system nurtured student growth and development. Beyond academia, you have held impactful roles that significantly enhanced health equity and addressed health disparities. As Deputy Director for Strategic Scientific Planning and Program Coordination at the National Institute of Minority Health and Health Disparities of the National Institutes of Health, you masterfully coordinated equity and health disparity research, previously scattered throughout many divisions at NIH, into a single unified portfolio. As chair of the Board of Trustees of the Association of American Medical Colleges, you provided governance to this vital organization that serves the field of academic medicine. You are an elected member of the prestigious National Academy of Medicine and the American Association of Arts and Sciences. You continue to serve on expert panels and contribute your wisdom and sagaciousness to those worthy organizations. You have remained active in your specialty of ophthalmology, conducting groundbreaking research on glaucoma and blindness in West Africa, the Caribbean, and underserved communities in the United States. Born in Yokohama, Japan, in your poignant memoir, The Plum Tree Blossoms Even in Winter, you share your experiences of human trauma and adversity growing up within a biracial, economically disadvantaged family, first in Japan and later in the United States. The title of your book is a profound metaphor for your life narrative. The plum tree, which blooms even in the harshness of winter, symbolizes grit and perseverance and resilience. You are a true inspiration to students and faculty who face many challenges. You have taught us all that true greatness and purpose can emerge out of difficulty. We welcome you to Downstate's community of scholars. Therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Science honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
Once again, Dr. Wayne J. Riley.
Downstate's Atlantis Award is named after the Atlantis altissima, made famous in Betty Smith's novel A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. The ailanthus is a very tenacious plant. You see it growing everywhere in our urban borough, in gardens, out of sidewalk cracks, on rooftops, anywhere it can gain a foothold. We give this award, which symbolizes extraordinary resilience and adaptability, to remarkable individuals who embody tenacity and forge paths of success and innovation. Will Dr. Dara Kass join me at the podium? Distinguished alumnus, public servant, you are a true change agent at the very nexus of policy, politics, and people. Your voice has been formidable, an advocate for those most vulnerable to disparity and inequality, always mindful of the profound implications of healthcare policies on real lives. A proud graduate, 2003 graduate of our College of Medicine. Your education continued through an emergency medicine residence at SUNY Downstate and Kings County Hospital Center. Your Downstate education catapulted you into pivotal roles across New York City, from launching the emergency medicine residency program at Staten University Island Hospital to leading as Director of Undergraduate Medical Education at NYU Langone and as Director of Equity and Inclusion at Columbia. During the harrowing days of the pandemic, you not only stood on the front lines, but you also faced the very real dangers you fought against, battling COVID-19 yourself. This ordeal fortified your resolve to advocate for medical staff and the well-being of every patient. You spoke out nationally in major news channels about the severe challenges healthcare workers faced, from dire shortages of protective gear to heart-wrenching decisions about who to treat. With every media appearance, you peeled back the curtain on ongoing failures of federal oversight during the pandemic. You advocated tirelessly for your colleagues and every patient. You have founded pivotal organizations to fight for women in healthcare. In 2015, you launched FEM and EM, a platform dedicated to promoting gender equity in emergency medicine. In 2019, as a founder of Time's Up Healthcare, you rallied healthcare professionals nationwide to fight against sexual harassment. In 2021, you shifted gears. The Biden administration appointed you as Director of Health and Human Services Region 2, where you significantly advanced health equity in areas such as mental health, reproductive care, and opioid misuse treatment. Earlier this year, you transitioned to a new role as a strategic consultant and healthcare communicator. Your advocacy continues to resonate powerfully, shaping public health initiatives in critical areas. For your compassion, unwavering commitment to healthcare equity, and the distinction you have brought to your alma mater, I am pleased to bestow upon you Downstate's Ailanthus Award. Class of 2024, your commencement speaker, Dr. Dara Kass.
Thank you, Dr. Riley, for that amazing introduction and for the stool, because I wanted to make sure I could see all the graduates today. As a proud Downstate graduate myself, I'm especially honored to be reaching you on this incredible milestone, acknowledging the hard work and perseverance it took to get you to this day. I'm humbled to welcome you to the next step in your journey. Medicine is one of the few professions where you can finish 4 years of graduate school, or 7 or 9, as we just heard, and not see the immediate rewards of a plush paycheck or a corner office. We graduate into even more intense study, less predictable schedules, and the opportunity to rise again from the bottom of a never-ending academic totem pole. And unlike many of your friends working hard in law or finance, There are no business trips, no fancy dinners, no box seats to sporting events to break up the long days and the even longer nights. I know it feels like there's a steep mountain ahead, and there is, but I'm here to tell you it is so worth it. After decades as a physician in emergency rooms from Staten Island to Columbia University, I could have not been as successful as a clinician or a public messenger without standing on the bedrock formed during my 8 years here at SUNY Downstate, followed by my residency at Kings County Hospital. You're graduating from school at a time when it feels like the world is on fire, where information and pictures can spread across the globe in a matter of seconds. A world filled with noise, and where our voices as healthcare workers are more important than ever before. A world where science has been politicized. And you will be bombarded with more issues, more opportunities, more problems, and yes, more outrage than there is time for any one person to address. It will be hard to focus on what is immediately in front of you day to day. I'm here to tell you, you have to find a way. Be present in the work that you do, and so that you can stay focused. You must continue to invest in your career, even at a time where you can feel the need to be drawn to focus on other things. There is irreplaceable value in your residency that may not be apparent at first, but there will be no experience in your life like your residency, and that is a wonderful, remarkable, and a necessary thing. There are lifelong lessons to be had in the day-to-day work, so learn from your patients and trust in this process. You'll have no way of knowing which patients you'll take with you, the ones that you're going to remember day to day as you're working out a difficult differential diagnosis, or you start to trust the voices in the back of your head. Some of those encounters will start out uneventful, but they'll remain with you 20 years later. I was an intern at Kings County Hospital in 2003. Our old ER was on the first floor of the C building, and the critical care area was called C1. C1 shifts were by far the favorite amongst residents because that's where all the perceived action was. I know you all know what I'm talking about. It was a couple of hours into my shift when a patient was triaged to C1 for vaginal bleeding. Unfortunately, she was having a miscarriage. It was uncommon for a miscarrying patient to be sent to C1, but she was slightly tachycardic, and she said she felt dizzy, so the triage nurse felt that was where she belonged. I'm here to tell you, always listen to the triage nurse. It was a busy shift, as most were, and she was placed in a slot. She got a cursory exam, an IV, and her labs were sent off. A busy shift ensued. New patients needing evaluations were flying in, and the pelvic exam I knew she needed kept getting pushed off because I thought she was okay for now. But then the labs came back. She was severely anemic, like impressively so. So we rushed to her bedside, made sure she had 2 IVs, and reassessed her clinical condition. She said she still felt woozy, and I performed that pelvic exam. She was bleeding very briskly, and we quickly moved into resuscitation mode. We called OB to the bedside, and she was transferred upstairs for definitive care. Luckily, we were able to resuscitate her, and she did well. This case, like so many, reminds me how quickly clinical scenarios can change in front of you and how important it is to take no patient and no clinical scenario for granted. It was also the first time I could see how sick a miscarrying patient could be. I graduated from my own residency, took advantage of the new academic opportunities in front of me. I helped start a residency program in emergency medicine. I developed innovative programs for medical students. And I started an organization that transformed how many in my specialty thought about gender equity. It's been an amazing ride, and I feel like I'm just getting started. 20 years ago, I could have told you that I would still love emergency medicine. I could have told you that the skills and instincts that I honed during my training would be serving me every day as a physician and a family member. What I wouldn't have been able to tell you was how vast my opportunities have been, or how important my patients have been to make the work all make sense. What I never would have predicted is that I would be a presidential appointee serving in the federal government when the Supreme Court ruled back 50 years of precedent for abortion access. I've worked with innovators striving to bring care to patients living with new bands, and I've joined cable news shows educating the public about current news and events. At the center of one of the two abortion cases in front of the Supreme Court is EMTALA, the Emergency Medicine, Treatment, and Labor Act. Who better to put context to the importance of protecting life-saving care for patients in emergency departments than those of us who work there? Which brings me back to that patient in C1. This patient stayed with me because I identified with her. As somebody who was planning on having children someday, I felt connected to her clinical care and the risks that pregnancy poses, both personally and professionally. But that's not the reason she sticks with me today. Women like her all over the country are at risk of being denied care because prosecutors and politicians have inserted themselves critically in the critically important health care that they need. I'm here to tell you, we cannot let that happen. Working on the policy and the politics of healthcare access, specifically access to reproductive health care, has unexpectedly become the focus of my work. This is my journey. Something else is going to be yours. Unexpected opportunities will present themselves, some local and some further away, when the time is right, and you will take them. The education you have received at Downstate is second to none, and you will build upon that foundation as you build your career in residency training and well into your career ahead. Find the joy where you can. You'll be surprised how often it will appear. I'm here to tell you the world needs you more now than ever, but it needs you to be exceptionally prepared for the trying times ahead. You're truly fortunate to be graduating from one of the best clinical training schools in the entire country. And now the next steps are yours to take. I'm honored to be standing here as you look forward to that next step in your journey. Oh, and never second guess the chargers. Trust me, they are always right. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Cass, for those words of wisdom. And now, America the Beautiful, performed by Daniel G. Brereton, Doctor of Medicine candidate, School of Medicine, class of 2024.
Above the fruit and blade.
Dr. David Christini, Senior Vice President for Research and Interim Dean of the School of Graduate Studies.
President Riley, as Interim Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, in the name of the faculty and by virtue of its authority, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Each has satisfied all the requirements of the faculty of the School of Graduate Studies of the State University of New York, Downstate Health Sciences University. It is now deemed worthy of the degree.
Dean Christini, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I confer upon each of you whose names appear on the diplomas the degree Doctor of Philosophy, which you have earned with all the rights and privileges and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
As the names are announced and a brief description of their research is given by Marshall Colmar, the candidates will move forward to receive their diplomas.
Dr. Api Bhattacharya was in the biomaterials laboratory of Dr. Jin Kim Montclair. She developed a novel material to improve diagnosis and drug delivery in brain cancer. Dr. Bhattacharya is now a field application scientist at Nanotempera Technologies in Watertown, Massachusetts. Dr. Ernest Cote was in the lab of Dr. Juan Marcos Alarcon. Dr. Cote demonstrated the effects of early life stress on the adult brain. Dr. Cote is teaching at New York University and Hunter College and continuing his research on stress and development. Dr. Moulinhe was in the laboratory of Dr. Shanjing Zhang. Dr. Moulinhe studied lipid metabolism and discovered that manipulating adipose tissue membrane phospholipid saturation could be a new strategy to treat insulin resistance. Dr. He is studying type 1 diabetes at the Harvard Medical School Joslin Diabetes Center. Yeah. Dr. Charles Karash was in the laboratory of Dr. John Danius. Dr. Karash studied a protein called CCN2, which he found to be critical for retinal development and visual function. After graduation, he will remain at SUNY Downstate as an ophthalmology resident. Dr. Craig Kelly worked with Dr. William Litton using detailed computer models to study the electrical properties of single neurons and brain tissue. He is currently a postdoctoral research scientist at Columbia University, studying the neural mechanisms of decision-making and attention. Dr. Timothy Morello conducted his PhD research in the laboratories of Drs. Rena Orman, Mark Stewart, and Richard Colmar. Using fruit bats as a model, Dr. Morello discovered new anatomical subregions with unique inhibitory fingerprints in a highly interconnected part of the brain, the claustrum. Dr. Morello will be a resident in ophthalmology at the Wilma Eye Institute at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Dr. Sophia Totora was in the laboratory of Dr. Laura Martello Rooney. Dr. Totora studied the connection between the oral microbiome and inflammatory mediators in colon cancer. Now she is going to keep studying the oral gut axis at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center.
Dr. Kataw Demisi, Dean of the School of Public Health.
Good afternoon. Will the candidates for the Advanced Certificate in Public Health, Master of Public Health, Master of Healthcare Administration, and Doctor of Public Health please rise for presentation to the President? President Riley, as Dean of the School of Public Health, and in the name of the faculty and by virtue of its authority, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degrees of Advanced Certificate in Public Health, Master of Public Health, Master of Healthcare Administration, and Doctor of Public Health. Upon completion of the curriculum, they will have satisfied the requirements and have been recommended by the faculty of the State University of New York, Downstate Health Sciences University, and be deemed worthy of that degree.
Dean Demisi, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, upon completion of all requirements, I confer upon each of you whose names appear on the diploma the degrees Certificate of Public Health, Master of Public Health, Master of Healthcare Administration, and Doctor of Public Health, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
As the names are announced by Dr. Elke, the candidates will move forward to receive their diplomas.
Cynthia Augustine. Shatasia T. Fields White. Gladys Figaro. Rhonda Joseph. Diamond N. Lucas. Ashley R. Maharaj. Noreldine Mosen. Chandani Prakash Patel. Shivani Patel. Erica Ashley Philogene. Javon O. Scott. Ashley A. Taylor. Radwa Amid. Ashley Allen. Thank you. Abba Aniker. Chantel Ayoso. Nadia Banks. Moyori Bhattacharjee. Olivia Blake. Gary Asuni Bob. Danea Brown. Hi. Pierre Busico. Amber Kador. Rojesse Charles. Bree Simran Darby. Hey, oh, okay. All at once. I like. Dominique Lawrence. Oh, Alexandria Lawrence. Lauren Lawrence. Natalia Lawrence. Gabriella Lawrence. And Daniela Lawrence. Ruchira Chowdhury. Layla Cunningham. Fayola Cothrell. Adani Dowdridge. Anjana Dudraj. Thank you. Haya Eastmond. Yes, yes. Malika Duz. Donnelly Edwards. Mark Albiano. Thank you. Amna Ilayan. Victoria Amasealu. Tatiana Stanislaus. Thank you. Lauren Etsity. Lena Marie Evans. Parisa Barugiasila. Halisa T. Gibson. Omita Girdari. Nivea Gomez. Kaylee Gutierrez. Shazia Hassan. Eamon Ho. Aliyah Alicia Howard Rodriguez. Jasmine Jarvis. Zihi Jion. Roseanne Caesar. Jacinta Jawiki Kunkwo. Thank you. Good to see you. Kurt Joseph. Billy Kelly. Danielle Krinsky. David Laguerre. Madison Lazar. Samuel Milton Liff. Sarah Lytle. Sierra Machado. Giselle Nicole McGuire. Nazira Maymoon. Dawn Miller Salisbury. Thank you. Marissa Billett. Talia Moore. Hi. Dr. Patricia Mullings. Hi, thank you. Shirabo Pauline Nanziani Zanzi. Efakona Newair. Tatiana Ogbu. Jorida Olukunle. Faria Oreen. Danilo Orlov. Melissa Oropeza Souza. Makita Patrick. Raymond Ramraj. Good to see you. Nona Robinson. Adrida Shafi. Anika Shamim. Thank you. Anastasia Shamini Fraser. Jacob Daniel. Hi. Melissa Madden. Dewi Sialoho. Tiara Laska Simon. Tanu Singh. Anand Sirak. Okay, see you. Madeline Snyder. Hi, thank you. Olasheni Sotan. Charles J. Soladum. Petal Sony. Paula Span. Elena Tejeda. Nancy Torres. Jaylene Urina. Raul Orshella Otero. Mabel Valencia Yang. Chela Priya Ethnathan. Arlisha Wellington. Hi. Kiana Williams. Jocelyn Zavala. Mary Zavaro. Josburn Paxhod. Rosia Packard. Dr. Jennifer Ackle. Dr. Ayana Bassoon. Dr. Searing Choden. Dr. Shabitri Dasgupta. Dr. Ariba Hashmi. Dr. Susan Marie Holman. Thank you. Dr. Kathleen Lozevsky. Will do. Dr. Carolyn Eleonora Mont. Dr. Nicole C. Mastrogiovanni. Dr. Claire N. Nurse. Dr. Jessica R. Smilowitz. Dr. Scott Weber. Dr. Janelle Williams. We would also like to recognize the following MD, MPH students who will be marching with their College of Medicine colleagues momentarily. Sonia Shamuni Bach. Justin Ingram. Menachem M. Jacobs. Luke Charles Morales. Zainab Nathani. Simran Patel. Alexis Roth. Kayla Shacker. Unarada Shetty. Rolika Sumner. Kalita Waterton. Lulu Wei. And Jordan Zhou. Congratulations.
Dr. F. Charles Brunicardi, Dean of the College of Medicine.
President Riley, as Dean of the College of Medicine and on behalf of the School of Graduate Studies and the College of Medicine, and in the name of the faculty and by virtue of its authority, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Master of Science. Each has satisfied all of the requirements of the faculty of the School of Graduate Studies and the College of Medicine of the State University of New York, Downstate Health Sciences University, and is deemed worthy of that degree.
Dean Brunicardi, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I confer upon each of you whose names appear on the diplomas the degree Master of Science, which you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
As the names are announced by Marshal Roman, the candidates will move forward to receive their diplomas from President Riley and Dean Brunicardi.
Present Stephanie Garcia. Leah Louisa Ham. Galila Hawthorne. Hend Haykal. Jolynn Knight. Ashley Padilla.
Once again, Dr. F. Charles Brunicardi, Dean of the College of Medicine.
President Riley, as the Dean of the College of Medicine, and in the name of the faculty and by virtue of its authority, I have the honor to present these candidates for degree of Doctor of Medicine.
Great to see you here.
Upon completion of the curriculum, they will have satisfied the requirements and have been recommended by the faculty of the College of Medicine of the State University of New York, Downstate Health Sciences University, and deemed worthy of that degree.
Dean Brunicardi, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, upon completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon each of you whose names appear on the diplomas the degree Doctor of Medicine, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
As the names are announced by Marshal Roman, the candidates will move forward to receive their diplomas.
Presenting Dr. Nicole E. Ackerman. Dr. Mozam Afzal. Dr. Sukrit Alwalya. Dr. Christopher Alessandro. Dr. Lina Mohammed Alhanshali. Dr. Shristi Narendra Amarnani. Dr. Bradley Keith Amasan. Dr. Navira Arif. Dr. Mariana Babanzanov. Dr. Brandon T. Badillo. Dr. Edward S. Bai. Dr. Emily Catherine Bakai. Dr. Naeem Baksh. Dr. Jacob Nathaniel Bamberger. Dr. Hong Fei Bao. Dr. Michael Barry. Dr. Gregory S. Belizaire. Dr. Elisa Carmel Judith Belzi. Dr. Rivka Benyaminov. Dr. Sonali C. Bhatt. Dr. Frederick Weiss Birnbaum. Dr. Daniel Bokelman. Dr. Joseph Uriah Baroda. Wow. Dr. Daniel Gannon Brereton. Dr. Hu Chang Kai. Dr. Caroline Ellen Canning. Dr. Christopher Chan. Dr. Sonia Gilda Rachel Shimuni Bach. Dr. Christine Chen. Dr. Tingju Chiang. Dr. Crystal S. Choi. Dr. Matthew Suk Chung. Dr. Amanda Catherine Tardello. Dr. Jeffrey William Cloud. That was good. Dr. Isabel Pilar Gondi. Dr. Zachary Cooper. Dr. Rachel A. Corona. Dr. Dennis P. Cummins. Dr. Caitlin Nicole Cunningham. Dr. Orr Dayan. Dr. Benjamin De Leon. Dr. Liam Malaki Deegan. Dr. Javier C. De Jesus Lugo. Dr. Shivali A. Devjani. Dr. Jacqueline Carmela Di Salvador. Dr. Eugene J. Dolphin. Dr. Andrew John Doherty. Dr. Nita D'Souza. Dr. Owen Washington Edward. Dr. Miar Ilaskandrani. Dr. Sophie Sprung Eldred. Dr. Adam Daniels. Dr. Christina Noel Falcone. Dr. Norez Fulak. Dr. Alexander H. Bang. Dr. Paul Ford Flynn. Dr. Rithika Rose Francis. Dr. Paul S. Freed. Dr. Leah R. Goldberg. Dr. Ariana Francis Gopal. Dr. Jennifer S. Gottfried. Dr. Natasha Goyal. Dr. Judah Gray. Makeup. Dr. Brandon Mark Grill. Dr. Kelsey Jean Hackett. Dr. Madeline Ann Gao. Dr. Lawrence Hansen. Dr. Maria Adele Hathaway. Dr. Nicholas Jack Hines. Dr. Joshua A. Hirsch. Dr. Elver Shewa Ho. Dr. Kenny Hong. Dr. Sharif Hossein Patino. Dr. Shirley Huang. Right. Dr. Vivian Huang. Dr. Eun Kyung Hwang. Dr. Adem Idritsi. Okay. Dr. Yael Iherajika. Dr. Justin W.D. Ingram. Great to see you. Congrats. Dr. Albina S. Islam. Dr. Menachem M. Jacobs. Dr. Girish Vanayak Jayon. Congratulations. Dr. Audrigue J. Jean-Louis. Dr. Amanda Elizabeth Jurgel. Dr. Christy Grace Joseph. Dr. Alex C. Jung. Dr. Pratima Sarah Durakhan. Dr. Charles Craig Karish. Hey. Dr. Farhan Ishraq Kashem. Dr. Dilruba Khatun. Dr. Lakshay Khosla. Dr. David Kim. Dr. Lindsay S. Kim. Dr. Samuel Kim. Dr. Yoonji Kim. Dr. Julianne Kleisch. Dr. Alexandria Leah Kraus. Dr. Oscar Robert Kroll. Dr. Patrick Kajimic Kashesai. Dr. Jesse John Landis. Dr. Jessica Ann Lanzowski. Dr. April Minhei Lee. Dr. Judy Sulki Lee. Dr. Vladlina Lee. Dr. Nancy L. Lee. Dr. Raven Liping Lin. Dr. Aisha Gabriela Malik. Dr. Matthew Ferdinand Sunga Marcelino. Dr. Sasha G. Machado. Dr. Shrisha Maskey. Dr. Serena S. Matthew. Dr. Jessica Paige Mineroff Goligly. Dr. Kevin Ali Motari. Hey. Dr. Nader A. Muhammad. Dr. Luke C. Molares. Dr. Kevin Hub Moran. Dr. Timothy D. Morello. Dr. Mark Alfred Muscatelli. Dr. Kurt Michael Moskovitz. Dr. Madonna Mosa. Dr. Colum Mulvaney. Dr. Bryant Muniz Safadi. Dr. Christopher Anthony Musial II. Dr. Ikra Nadim. Good again. Yeah. Dr. Zaid Nakadar. I don't know. Dr. Zainab Nathani. Dr. Jada Mame and Jay. Dr. Alexandra Maria Norazinis. Dr. Michelle Nana Abina Surwa Ntiri. Dr. Nguyenwe. Dr. Nurulain Paracha. Congratulations. Dr. Lekha Rakesh Patil. Dr. Simran Patel. Dr. Sneha Patel. Dr. Jemmy Paulson. Dr. Giulione Perez. Dr. Emily Pesic. Dr. Olga Pinkasov. Dr. Hussein Y. Punawala. Thank you. Dr. William Wyatt Post. Dr. Sumit K. Prasad. Dr. Brian Reed. Dr. Michael Jude Ricci. Dr. Justine G. Rosales. Dr. Raul Roshan. Dr. Alexis B. Roth. Dr. Felix David Rosenberg. Dr. Blaine Burke Russ. Dr. Joshua Salama. Dr. Giovanni Rafael Sanchez. Dr. Hector Rolando Sandoval. Dr. Benjamin Matthew Sannis. No, they like. Dr. Kayla M. Skocker. Dr. Lisa Marie Scott. Dr. Aitin Osama Surtios. Dr. Tuba Shafiq. Yeah, no, it's there. It's here too. I left it. Dr. Arman P. Shah. Dr. Vivek Shah. Congratulations. 4 years goes fast. Dr. Brett Maxwell Sherman. Dr. Anuradha Shetty. Dr. Vlad Shukanevsky. Dr. Binyamin Shimkaev. Dr. Jessica Rosemarie Cirizzotti. Dr. Latia Kadisha Skirving. You're gonna pause. Dr. Relika J. Sumner. Dr. Mohammed M. Silla. Dr. Joanna Karina Tabor. Dr. Sonia Tahir. Dr. Nicholas Andres Valentino. Dr. Marcos Antonio Vargas. Congratulations. Dr. Pari Samantha Bingen. Dr. Andrew Herbert Boyd. Congratulations. That's like... Congratulations. Wow. Dr. Jeremy Sampson Wadowski. Middle is actually. Oh yeah, that's why. Not tears or sweat. Right? Both. Yeah. Dr. Daniel J. Wulasha. Dr. Royu Wang. No. Dr. Jeremy Roscoe Wasserberg. Dr. Khalida Allison Waterton. Congratulations. Dr. Lulu Wei. Dr. Trevin A. Wellesley. Dr. Jack Penrod Whitaker. Dr. Jeremy Philip Wilson. Dr. Matthew John Wilson. Congratulations. Yeah, you correct. Dr. Elaine Wingi. Dr. Caddy Wu. Dr. Alice Yao. Dr. Hua Hannah Yep. Dr. Samuel Minsu Yim. Dr. Hall Zhang. Dr. Sherry Zhang. Dr. Jordan Zhou. Dr. Hillel Ziegler.
Dr. Sylvia Zielinski.
Nice. Good.
Dr. Lori Elise Zombak. And to finish, Dr. Juan Gilabona.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2024. That's what a commencement is supposed to be like. Be seated. One little part left. Don't worry. President Wayne J. Riley.
Graduates of the class of 2024, allow me to give a few last words of advice. The continuous acquisition of knowledge, care of patients and communities, guiding and developing new discoveries in the labs, and addressing the various public health challenges our communities face are but a few of the areas you have been prepared to address by Downstate's faculty. You will now take your rightful place as a trusted and respected member of the healthcare community, where earning trust is now your responsibility. So graduates, as you assume various roles in the healthcare profession, in the days, months, and years ahead, allow me to offer a few words of advice and counsel. Entering new roles will present many challenges, but you will also find an equal number of rewards. Ultimately, the abundant rewards may help you gain a greater appreciation, an understanding of the last few years you have sacrificed to be here today. Now, graduates, avoid being awed by the many problems besetting the nation and the world, as they may close your eyes to the many opportunities they could present. Remember that opportunities will often present themselves in different forms. Do not overburden yourself, but stay focused on issues of interest to you, and do not stop until you've had enough or until the job is done, to the level of excellence expected of you. The truest form of humility breeds self-confidence, the kind devoid of boastfulness, being the loudest in the room, the one who is always right, or the one who needs to be credited with every success. Graduates, be humble, as many of you will often make decisions that are the difference between life and death. Remember that learning is a lifelong process. You can never know everything. As leaders, be respectful and listen attentively to others when they speak. Understand different points of view and be open to asking for help when needed. Remember also that you belong to the universe, but you're not the center of the universe. Be carefree, but not careless. Manage the inevitable stress that comes with the vast territory to which you will be responsible. Exercise, meditate, sit beneath the sky and wink back at the stars. As this work will be both gratifying and committing, it is important to maintain a personal sense of self in the process. Embrace a clear and healthy mind, body, and spirit as equally essential to your well-being. Take time for yourself. Remember, you are no good to others if you do not take care of yourself, which includes your physical and mental health. Now, class of 2024, on a personal note, I am eternally grateful that you chose SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University. Now, perhaps you didn't hear that enough said during your time with us, but these words are truly from the heart. Because one thing we do know, if there had been no you, there would be no us. Graduates, thank you sincerely for bringing your special talents and thirst for knowledge to Downstate. I also thank you for being determined yet flexible over the last couple of years as we sifted through an international pandemic. Not only did you make adjustments, but you also excelled. And as proof, you are here today. For that, I say thank you. And on behalf of the entire Downstate community, I wish you great success, excellent health, and extraordinary lives of service. You are forever a part of the Downstate family. Congratulations, class of 2024. One last task. I will now administer the time-honored Hippocratic Oath to the graduates receiving a Doctor of Medicine degree in the class of 2024. Will the graduates of the College of Medicine please rise? And also, any physicians in the audience or on stage, please rise as well and join in the Hippocratic Oath. From time immemorial, the medical profession has dedicated itself to the welfare of humanity through a code of ethics known as the Hippocratic Oath. And this are the traditions and heritage of the physician. The oath is located on the back of the program. I will now administer it. Please read along with me. I do solemnly swear that which I hold most sacred, that I will be loyal to the profession of medicine and just and generous to its members, that I will lead my life and practice my art in uprightness and honor, that whatever house I shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick to the utmost of my power, that I will hold myself aloof from wrong, that I will exercise my art solely for the cure of my patients, and will give no drug or perform no operation for a wrongful purpose. That whatsoever I shall see or hear of the lives of men and women that should not be spoken, I will keep secret. These I do promise, and in proportion as I am faithful to this my oath, may happiness and good repute be ever mine. Once again, congratulations.
Audience, please rise and remain standing in your places until the faculty and graduates have left the venue, and then please exit onto the boardwalk. President Riley, On behalf of the entire faculty and staff of Downstate Health Sciences University, the State University of New York, I declare these commencement exercises concluded.